You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share this out. We're going to come back around to wrestling legend Rick Steiner. That's right, the brother of Scott Steiner, Big Poppa Pump. We all remember Rick Steiner wearing the jock strap and the barking, coming to the ring, all of that. One of the greatest tag teams ever. A very good tactician at times in the ring. Rick Steiner is an all-time great WWE Hall of Famer. Months ago, he found himself all up in some controversy because he was accused of some transphobic remarks at a wrestling convention. Well, he got kicked out of there, and they decided to let him come in and come to this wrestling convention because he showed contrition or apologized or whatever. Look, you shouldn't have bent the knee, Rick Steiner, but okay. By the way, this is the father of Braun Breaker, a guy that, in fact, I just watched him wrestle last night. Why the hell that guy is not on the main roster of the WWE, I don't know, because he is a certified badass. I mean, I was like, God, Raw or SmackDown badly needs that guy on the roster. I mean, just put him in and run him straight through. Immediately, you could throw him in the IC title race, whatever, WWE title race. That dude is bad to the bone, and he lost. What are you doing, WWE? Who the hell's booking this shit right now? So, let's get to Rick Steiner because they've kicked him out of another convention. And, I mean, some pathetic remarks from the people that put on this convention for having kicked him out, in my opinion, saying, oh, we were unaware of the backlash and how everybody was going to react and blah, 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 blah. In other words, this is bend the knee shit to the wokes. That's all it is. We got down on both knees and we decided to kick out Rick Steiner, the old white guy, out of the damn wrestling convention. That's what you did here. Fox News, WrestleCon reversed its decision to invite WWE Hall of Famer Rick Steiner to its showcase next month as the pro wrestling world focuses its attention on SummerSlam in Detroit. The wrestling convention initially decided to re-invite Steiner to its show months after Steiner was accused of, quote, hateful phrases towards transgender female pro wrestler Gisele Shaw. WrestleCon owner Michael Batacuco, maybe, I don't know, made the reversal Sunday and explained that Steiner apologized after the incident. Okay, then it's over. And that he felt like the former wrestler, quote, learned a lot from his huge mistake. Okay, there we go. WrestleCon backtracked on its invitation. Quote, when we allowed Rick Steiner to return to our convention as a vendor guest of Tony Hunter Promotions, we did not adequately take into account the impact his past words from our last event still held in the damn Alphabet Mafia community. I mean, really? Come on. Batachuco wrote on Twitter, quote, we initially allowed him to return because, number one, we still feel that people deserve a second chance. That's valid. Rick did make an apology to all parties that chose to be present. Okay. I mean, 2 for 2 here. We lacked any type of code of conduct and harassment policy that clearly defined our expectation as a convention participant. All right, so you didn't even have a policy against what was alleged, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm still very skeptical that Rick Steiner said any of this shit. Honestly. I am very skeptical of it. But this guy, out and out, just sold out Rick Steiner. Just like that. We invited him. Hey, we had a situation. We re-invited him, and then we decided to rip that invite back away. Why? Because I'm sure you got backlash on social media. by the wokes that were pissing and moaning and crying. Bada Chiquio wrote on Twitter that he had a discussion with SB Nation's Out Sports blog. By the way, that's an Alphabet Mafia blog, I believe. And Brian Bell, host of the LGBT in the Ring podcast. There's an actual Alphabet community podcast for wrestling? Is that real? On Monday, okay. And agreed with them that they wanted some kind of public apology from Steiner, quote, at an absolute minimum. Because we understand this issue required great urgency, we gave Rick Steiner 24 hours to make a statement. Unfortunately, there is not currently, and we do not expect to receive such a statement. And we have therefore made a decision to revoke the permission for him to attend. What? That's utterly ridiculous. WrestleCon also announced a code of conduct and anti-harassment policy. Quote, we will continue to improve upon our code of conduct over time with the cooperation of others. We understand and appreciate that there are many differences of opinion among our participants, and we want to create a safe and enjoyable space for everybody at our conventions. Interesting. So what if your religious beliefs prevent you from necessarily condoning said lifestyle? Just piss on the Christian? Is that what we're doing, WrestleCon? Because I could certainly put that in the headline of this video. Now, WrestleCon disrespects Christians, disinvites Rick Steiner. I don't even know that he's a Christian, but you get the point. At this time, I mean, I'm trying to understand why. So one side has to be accepting, but the other side has to push away their belief set in order to do, and that's okay for you. You're good with that. Yeah, I just wondering. At this time, we have partnered in solidarity with other wrestling industry convention leaders, notably StarCast, WrestleCade, and The Gathering, who also agreed to adopt and adhere to a similar code of conduct for their events. In other words, they just blackballed Rick Steiner from all the major events. Wow. I mean, unbelievable. Steiner, whose real name is Robert Reichensteiner, is a member of the Cherokee School Board in Georgia. He didn't immediately return a comment. Shaw initially made the allegations in a statement posted to her Twitter. Shaw wrote that Steiner's hateful phrases were, quote, shocking and disheartening. Shaw came out as a transgender in 2022. She has been a mainstay on the independent wrestling circuit for several years. So in other words, you're a biological dude that's come out as a transgender woman, and you're taking a spot from an actual biological woman who could be wrestling in whatever organization you're in right now. Got it. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Leah Thomas of wrestling. Okay. Steiner, 62, is mostly known for his career in WCW in the late 80s and mid to late 90s. He and his brother Scott Steiner were tag team champions 7 times. Their tag team was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. So, just let's blindly believe Gisele Shaw, the official Leah Thomas of professional wrestling, again, taking away a spot from a biological female that could be wrestling in whatever organization right now that she's wrestling in. And I'm willing to bet you said organization is probably parlaying the fact that she had all this controversy with Rick Steiner into the reason she may or may not even be in the in the damn wrestling federation, wherever she's at right now. Whoever she's wrestling for, whatever promotion, is repugnantly employing this person. Interesting. Not only that, but you got the biological male thing, getting into a ring with actual females, and who the hell knows how that could turn out. We know damn good and well, and I don't want to hear China. All right? We all knew China was built like a brick shithouse, and she was intercontinental champion. China was a rare, outlying female that was built to wrestle anybody, essentially. We all seen it. Rhea Ripley, kind of the same kind of thing, right? So I don't want to hear about two outliers that could probably get in the ring and wrestle most men. That's all it is. Outliers. That's it. Otherwise, in a case like this, and this is something we've talked about with Leah Thomas and all these other transgenders that have invaded into women's sports, safety, safety, safety. Eventually, somebody's going to get very hurt. So, WrestleCon repugnantly bends the knee to the woke mob, and that's all you did. You bent the knee here to the woke mob in order to kick Rick Steiner out. It looks like you blackballed him and got him blackballed from other conventions too. Wow. Yeah, y'all are really brave, stunning, and courageous, you chicken shits. You couldn't have just pushed back? I mean, can you imagine if this would have been Dana White? He'd have been like, he said what? Who gives a shit? That's probably what Dana White would have said. Thank God the UFC owns the WWE now. Jesus. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Hopefully, Dana White becomes WWE president at some point. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.